All right, so it looks like we're getting from the First Descendant August 7th, the actual update, season 3, which it was supposed to be June, but then someone told me there was going to be rumored to be in July. Now, looks like they have officially said August 7th is the day you can pre register. Now, what does pre registering do? There's some benefits to it. So, if you want to get into that, I'll show you guys in a second. Looks like they officially got rid of the PS4 and the Xbox One. So, that's off of there. So, now it's only just the newer gen consoles on there. Now, there's a trailer. We are going to watch that trailer. So, let's actually watch the trailer first, real quick. This is from directly from their X account. Damn. It looks like we're getting some hover bikes. Now I'm curious to see that is that going to be just in the open world also, or only in this potential raid? Because we're supposed to be getting a raid, which this might be the boss for the raid. I'm curious to see what like all these mechanics are going to be. That's cool. Just giving me Glay vibes. So August 7th. So it's interesting, right? Looking at this, it looks like we know that Nell is supposed to be the next descendant. So we're going to see what Nell can work with. And it looks like at the end, was it around here? There's a part where you saw Enzo. Yeah, what looks like Enzo. Now it could be wrong. It just gives you that vibe of Enzo because he has the like brown jacket and an armor on the side of his one shoulder. So it could be. I'm curious to see what this is going to be. This looks like a crazy, insane battle. A lot of people were slaughtered here, so I'm curious to see what's that's about. Looking at potentially, this could be our raid boss. Potentially, looks pretty interesting. If it's going to give you like Destiny 2, where you have to like get on a sparrow or get somewhere to travel to the boss, and there's other mini bosses, maybe that'd be pretty cool. I'm curious to see if they're going to do something like that. The day we're supposed to be getting that, we thought we were going to get this update June 12th, they're going to be do a live stream for it. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm curious to see as we see this, they're fighting, they're on the hover bikes. It just reminds me of like a sparrow. So I'm curious because it looks like there's different sparrows, right? I'm curious to see if there are going to be more customization on the sparrows. Looks like we can grapple off of it potentially. Yeah, see, there's different customization on there. And like I said, it looks like Nell is going to be the character we're looking for. We do already know specifically it is supposed to be Ultimate Luna. And on top of that, it's supposed to be Ultimate Eugen, which I'm a huge fan of Eugen. So I'll be kind of curious to see what the playback is specifically for Eugen. Now, going back to what it offers us. If you go to the website, or I guess whatever link they have, actually, I'll make it easier for you guys. I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to go ahead and pre-register. You guys can click on it, but it looks like it just talks about specifically like some of the rewards. It looks like you do have to pre-register, and if they get 1 million pre-registers, they'll give us an Ultimate Descendant. So if you guys are still hunting for Ultimate Descendants, this would be an easy way. Now, it's not any Ultimate Descendant. Here specifically, they're letting you choose one of the beginning ones. So Viessa, Lepic, or Ajax. So keep that in mind when it comes to that. If you are looking and you don't have any of these, some of them could be a pain in the butt if you have yet to farm it. If you're brand new to the game, this could be a good way to potentially get a good character starting off with. So if you are coming back and you haven't played for a while, or if you're new, this is a pretty good one because both of 3 ultimates are pretty solid. They're pretty good. So the fact that you can get that would be awesome. So definitely want to be on the lookout for that. On top of that, they will also give us a chance for it looks like a normal Descendant exchange ticket potentially as well for Keelan, Inez, and Serena. Both all three of these are pretty darn solid. Specifically, the latter two, Inez and Serena, are like the one of the best for AOE's on top of Freyna and Bunny, which they gave us Bunny a few times already. Ultimate Bunny. If you haven't been on top of it, every now and then they'll give you like a Bunny. I think they gave us Bunny twice already. So they're going to give us potentially to exchange for normal Descendant Inez, Serena, and Keelan. I'd be curious to see if they do any buffing or nerfs to these characters just in case before the actual update, or if they're going to be doing any buff specifically for any Descendants. And then what it looks like, you're going to be getting other rewards as well: gold XP boosts, copper boosts, weapon boosts, all those. Also, weapon selector for an ultimate, so that gives you a chance to get Peacemaker if you haven't been farming for on Gluttony. They're going to giving you the other ones as well. Some more makeups and cosmetics. So just keep that in mind. Now, it looks like you would get a code potentially before the actual update specifically would be. So I'm assuming that that's where you would get all your information. So if you have codes, that's where it will be going through your email that you register for it to. Now, something else I saw about being registered is if you, one of the things right here that I wanted to make sure you guys are aware specifically, because you might not agree to this terms and service, but if you withdraw your consent to receive advertisement from this game for the event, you will not receive a coupon code. So keep that in mind when you are allowing it. Sometimes if you're one of those that don't want to be hit with advertisement, you will not get your rewards. So very important, you have to allow them to send you advertisements after that date and time. You can go ahead and remove that or unsubscribe if you don't want it, but you do have to make sure you consent to the advertisement. Now, something very interesting at the bottom here, if you want to be able to figure out once you get that code specifically in your email box, you're going to have to go into the in-game, game menu, options, accounts, input code. You could do this on the website as well if you wanted to. This makes it easier, whatever you guys want to do specifically. I prefer the in-game. It's easier and it's right there. And a lot of times there's no latency. There's no delay when it comes to getting the rewards. You might have to wait a little bit of time. So I would say if you're going to do it specifically in game versus on the website, just in case there's any issues that occur. So that's pretty much it when it comes to this. What this trailer you guys saw was taken from Summer Game Fest. So that's a little bit more information. But like I said, June 12th. So next week, pretty much they're going to be giving us more information, more of the live stream for the devs specifically. So keeping a lookout for that. I know that those who are on PS4 and Xbox One should be getting rid of it soon. It's crazy how it actually still has it here, but they should be removing that. If you don't have it, I'm sorry. It looks like they will be removing that. So I believe it was supposed to be in June. I don't think they pushed it back, but I could be wrong. But just keep an eye out that if you are still playing on PS4 and Xbox One, you might not be able to actually do that. Now, I'm kind of curious to see what they actually do. I was kind of disappointed that we're waiting all the way out to August 1st or August 7th, sorry, but it does give me some time to actually play other games. There's a lot of games we are playing currently right now, not just the First Descendant. We've been putting the First Descendant on a pause. I'm curious to see what the New Year event gives us with the new Descendants, with the new map, with the new raid we're going to be getting, all the stuff we're supposed to be getting content-wise. I'm curious to see what that is. I kind of want to do a 1-year review as well of the game to see where it started and how we are at currently right now. I think a lot of people will be coming back for the 1 year specifically to see what they did differently. This is a big update, so I could totally understand they put in a lot of pressure on themselves because they know this is going to be a 1-year anniversary, and they know that a lot of eyes are going to be on if this game is going to be able to keep itself going. Not just people spending on skins, but to keep the player base going, keep them happy, keep the community happy specifically. Me personally, I haven't played in a little while, probably since Ultimate Blair. Once that story was done, I was I don't want to grind out the content, but I'm curious to see what they're going to give us for the new content. Is it going to be rewarding? Is it going to feel like you accomplished something? Are they going to give us harder loot to get? Is it going to feel more like impactful. The story, hopefully they keep up going on with the story, because the story is going to be insane, I feel, because all the stories that we've had, Sharon, Freyna, and even Blair took a little while for it to cook, but after towards the mid to the end of that story for Blair was amazing. So I'm curious to see what is happening. But just in case you guys don't know, again, August 7th will be the actual release date specifically for the First Descendant. So just keep it out and a lookout for that.